On behalf of the Government of India, I extend a very cordial welcome to the Chief Ministers and other representatives from the states and union territories who made it convenient to attend this important meeting at short notice. There has been a steep increase in the prices of certain essential commodities in the last few months. This has affected all sections of society, but particularly the poor and middle class families. At the outset, I would like to state that this conference expresses its empathy and concern for the people who have suffered hardships because of this problem. The problem of price rise in India cannot be isolated from the problems in agriculture, markets, consumer markets, and the administration. It is a problem that simultaneously affects both the housewife and the farmer. Whenever there is steep price rise, it makes a hole in the expenditure budget of the consumer family and the income expectations of the producer family. Rising prices is a national problem. It needs to be tackled by both the center and the state government separately as well as jointly. While an objective analysis of this problem is no doubt necessary for its proper comprehension and resolution, politicization of the issue should be avoided. The spirit of cooperation and sharing of responsibility alone can help us evolve effective long term, medium term, and immediate strategies to stabilize and reduce prices of essential commodities. I am sure we will conduct the proceedings of this conference in this constructive spirit. My government has accorded the highest priority to ensuring adequate supplies of essential commodities as well as keeping their prices within responsible limits. Toward this end, a series of meetings has been held. Recently, the Cabinet Secretary had convened a meeting of the Chief Secretaries of States, Union Territories to review the price situation and also to evolve an action plan for curbing the rise in the prices of essential commodities as well as increasing the supplies of these commodities in different parts of the country. The plan has already been sent to you for further action. I am sure that the state government and union territory administrations have come prepared to discuss the implementation of the plan. The main reason for the recent spurt in prices was the weather. On account of the low unit price of the agriculture products, even a small shortfall in supplies causes large price fluctuations, and the market structure responds to this reality in a manner detrimental to the consumer's interests. I would not like to substantiate this point since the agenda papers circulated to you to precisely that with the help of figures about the shortfalls in demand and supply of a few selected essential commodities. What needs to be noted, however, is that there have been large regional variations in the price rise. The onion price in Delhi and some other cities registered much sharper increases than cities in the south. I must dwell here briefly on onion prices. The unprecedented weather conditions leading to sharp supply shortages is the reason for shortage on onions. Arrivals of fresh supplies was also greatly delayed by the continued spell of unpredictable weather. It could have made a difference if the decision to place onion under the open general license with zero import duty coupled with arrangements for speedy imports had been taken somewhat earlier. The prices of other essential commodities like rice, wheat, sugar, tea, and salt have shown a normal trend. In view of the comfortable stock position of the commodities, their prices are expected to rule easy in the coming months. As a precaution, however, the government has decided to release 40 lakh tons of wheat to the state government for open sale at the rate fixed separately for different zones in the country. Several state governments have intervened in the market to ease the price situation. Market intervention operations, however, have their limitations with which all of us are all too familiar. They must be resorted to only if the need is urgent and acute. When well managed, they do produce desired results and bring some relief to harried consumers. However, neither the center nor the state governments can bear the financial and administrative cost to sustain them for too long and for a range of commodities. We should therefore shift out focus to such medium term and long term strategies as would better manage prices of essential commodities. There are four broad areas where the center and the state should together evolve a common approach. They are production, supply, distribution, and export import management of agricultural produce. It is obvious but still bears emphasis that we will not be able to gain a lasting control over the price situation unless we vastly increase production of all the essential commodities. This point is also important from the point of view of guaranteeing food security to our growing population now. This type of Commonwealth Games has never been held in the past and never will be held in future. A sports minister in UPA first has given a very serious statement. He was perhaps first such sport minister who was not concerned with sports. We read many statements from him in daily newspapers. He said that the people organizing these games are devils. He said that these games are nothing but loot. The honorable members from the opposition raised the issue of diversion of special provision funds for SC/ST. I would like to know from the government as to who will reply to these questions. The sport minister says that his responsibility is limited to construction of stadium. The government of Delhi says that they are limited to creating infrastructure. The sports minister in UPA first has stated that India is spending the half of rupees 70,000 crores on Commonwealth Games capped for loan waiver of 40 crore families of farmers in order to boost its international image. I would like to have a reply from the government about the truth in this statement. One day, a television channel revealed about the CVC report. In this report, it was stated that irregularities to the tune of crores of rupees have been committed by the various departments of the central government, the state government, and the DDA. Within 24 hours, a letter regarding irregularities committed by the organizing committee in the baton relay was given to another news channel. This is my serious charge and I want a reply from the government. The Official Secrets Act has been violated. This report within 24 hours was broken in order to hide the irregularities reported by the CVC. The person responsible for this lapse who has committed this gross irregularity should immediately be punished. The price of an item of rupees 1 has been tendered for a price 10 times higher. It is a very serious report from the CVC. There is not a single agency on which allegation has not been leveled. It has a mention about the DDA as well as which is directly under the Lieutenant Governor. A minimum of 50% quality assurance was not there in the work. Who is responsible for all these irregularities mentioned in the CVC report? Yes, report says that there is no coordination. Who is responsible for this? Honorable Minister of Sports says that he is not concerned. The committee is formed in the meeting of consultative committee and trusted the foremost responsibility on the Minister of Sports. Commonwealth Games Federation, Organizing Committee, Youth Affairs and Sports Ministry, groups of ministers and the Lieutenant Governor of Delhi, everyone was assigned its task. I would like to know this much only as to why we are being let down throughout the world while we are discussing here about the bungling and corruption being done by various departments of the Government of India and the State Government of Delhi. The committees were constituted in January 2005. Did the reports of these irregularities not come before these committees from 2005 to 2010? If not, then who is responsible? And if the reports were received, why no action was taken? Who is responsible for not taking action? I doubt that the Honorable Minister of Sports will be able to provide reply regarding all these departments. Was not the government aware of the discussions of the high level committee? Who is responsible for the corruption at such a large scale? The sportsmen do not have home advantages. The stadia are not ready. The good and renowned sportsmen are refusing to take part in this event. The Ministry of Youth Affairs and Sports claims that an amount of rupees 11,000 crore has been spent while the CAG says that an amount of rupees 13,000 crore has been spent. So where is the difference amount of rupees 2,000 crore being spent? Where has it gone? Nobody knows. Recently, a new cricket stadium has been built in Nagpur at the cost of rupees 90 crore.